So I heard you guys like Abbasid. Is that true? Well, here we have a game just for you. This is FB.Kasva, not to be confused with Facebook. And he is playing as the Abbasid Dynasty versus DeMuslim over here in the southeast corner. Two Twitch streamers, great players at the top of the ladder. I think they're both like close to top 25, if not above that at the moment. But certainly two titans in Age of Empires 4. And, the Mongols considered to maybe be one of the strongest civilizations in the meta right now. And they're also known for being particularly good on water. And yes, the Abbasid Dynasty is known for being decent on water because they have cheaper docks, 75 wood. But we'll have to see how this one pans out here, playing against the typically pretty aggressive Mongolians. Now we're here on Ancient Spires, which does have a few pawns. Looking at the spawn here, let's see. We kind of got the Kasva sandwiched between two pawns, while Muslim has to go a little further out. And these pawns are really far away. I'm not quite sure what I think about the spawn, but it's a thing. It is definitely a thing. We know that much. Now, maybe some wallable opportunities here on this map. There's some small chokes. It's always good to wall a little bit against Mongols. You see here, Kasva's going straight for a wall-in of his dock. This could be to prevent any early raiding of this dock. See him drop down some wood segments. What's his macro back at home? He's just had 4 vills on food. I think he went straight to wood. Then he sent new villagers to food in order to support the villager production. And then he's just been putting everyone on the wood there as he's getting wood for wall segments and for these fishing boats. And let's see what the Muslim's up to. He has an Uvu, and he also has a barracks coming down. So I would assume we're going to see some ×2 spearmen coming out. Perhaps a tower rush. That's what a lot of Mongol players do these days. Going for this backwater. He's got 1, 2, 3 fish there. A nice little pond. Nice little quaint pond. Kick your leg up there on that dock. Watch the seagulls fly around. And see, Kasva still. Looks like now he has 5 villagers on food, 7 on wood. Doing a little bit of house building there. Going to work towards, of course, that golden age that Abbasid can get with those 10 structures. We'll unlock that first golden age. And he just about has his dock completely walled in. So obviously a little bit of an early wood investment. I consider the fact that wall segments 5 wood apiece, which can add up there in the Dark Age. And hopefully he's kept his fishing boat production going throughout this. Did he not finish that? I think he just did enough to stop it. Oh, he's trying to prevent the Khan getting in here and killing a villager. Oh boy, is that annoying or not? Nothing triggers me quite like the Khan shooting at a single villager. Let me know down in the comments if you too have been victimized by... Oh man, you hate to see it. I was about to say if you've been victimized by the Khan, and I think, I can't decide if this is going to be bad news for Kasva or if this is going to result in him actually being able to corner and kill the Khan. You see that scout wailing on that Khan right now. He's all dressed up for Christmas time. He's got his red on, trying to boost out of there. And there we go. Khan is dead. Perhaps he actually wanted the Khan to die just so it wasn't trapped in here forever and he could get some other scouting knowledge. Although perhaps not, because in comes 2 spearmen to start sieging down that wall. The Muslim now has 7 villagers on food. Right? Hold on. 7 on food here. He's got his dock. He's got, 5 fishing boats, and now he has 3 on gold. And the Muslim's starting to push in with a few spearmen, so it's getting scary. Will there be a tower rush? Villager? Don't know if that's a tower villager, if that's a, just gonna be a dock villager, or all of the above. Out comes a villager on this side, too. So this is gonna be, I'd be a little bit worried for Kasva. So what good foresight to think about building these walls. So it's gonna buy him some time for his fishing boats there. And we have one villager come down there to build that dock. So I think these fishing boats days might be numbered. But Kasva just is trying to buy himself some time. He's got food coming in. Down comes, oh boy, I thought I was the only one that does this. He has the food, the resources to age up, but he has not built his House of Wisdom yet. So he's dropping it down very quickly with a bunch of villagers. And now he's going to queue up that economic wing there so he can get fresh foodstuffs when he hits the next stage, which is going to allow his villagers to be produced at 50% cheaper cost. And DeMuslim throwing down a second dock right now and continuing pressure there on Kasva's water. Wait, is that villager getting speared through the wall? Okay, that was the thing. Okay, well, he's going to have to run away and, of course, invest in all this wall, invest in this stuff. He got food in the short term, but I don't think he's going to... I don't think this dock is long for this world. Meanwhile, back at home, macroing 12 villagers on wood, 11 on food, and 4 on gold. Let's see what's going on for DeMuslim. He's just having a good time. 2 villagers on gold. It does look like he's got most of them on wood and a few on food. And of course, 2 docks here now. Ooh, look at this. A sneaky little counter dock. I'm not sure if he scouted this before he placed this dock. But possibly did. Obviously, a cheaper dock. 75 wood for that dock. And this dock's starting to go down for Kasva. So the old Mongol tower rush is going to be an issue there. But I don't know. Personally, I'd rather my water be towering up than like towers be here already on my wood line. Like, I don't know if Kasva's actually even scouted, like just taking the risk, because like, man, aren't Mongols known for just like setting a dock or a tower right here, and then you're in big trouble from the wood perspective. There we go. He's neutralized all food gathering up there, but at the same time, this dock got built, but I don't think it's going to last for very long as DeMuslim has spears on it. And down that goes. Oh boy. So, okay, this just kind of, I just mentioned, this could be a good spot for the enemy to build a tower. It looks like Kasva started to, then changed his mind. I wonder what influenced him to cancel that tower, because I felt like that would have been a strong spot for a tower. Maybe he sees his opponent where he's coming from and thought he just needed the wood. Comes down 2 archery ranges, so of course those are 150 apiece. So that's 300 wood. And then he's going to have some more wood in the bank. He's trying to train out a Dow. I think he will get it out. So I think this dock will be a great investment. It'll be just enough to kill those spearmen, kill a few of Muslim ships. Of course, he is not aged up yet, but he's almost. So we might have a little bit of a naval battle here on the world's smallest pawn, but not sure. The Muslim... looks like there was a Kasva had a dock here as well. We might have missed that one. And you see that golden tier being activated. If you have not watched much of the Abbasid Dynasty or played a lot of them, the golden tier allows villagers gather rates to be increased plus 10% for all resources at 10 structures. Then you've got tier 2, you got 30 structures, and then 60 structures. So you see how these buildings are connected. You want to connect them in this network here. Not very unlike what you do with Delhi as well. So that they count towards those 10 structures. Okay, and right now Kasva has 2 archery ranges and a stable. So I think we're going to be seeing a little bit of pressure. Obviously, he knows there's some spearmen out on the map, so archers are a good move. And even if there aren't more spearmen, Mongols are known for spamming a lot of archers as well. And that Dow, I think, is going to come down here. We have a light junk for the Mongols. And a few spears dying as well. Those are hardened spearmen. So picking up a few of those spears. I mean, I don't know. To be honest, if I was in Kasva's situation, I would just be happy that there aren't like a million towers pressuring my wood line right now. Because if you can get up and going with the Abbasid Dynasty, you can be in a good spot. So like now he has some agency. He can move out on the map. He can start pushing with his archers, pushing with his stables. Of course, he could build rams right out of the gate if he wants to save up the wood for that. But, I think this is a good spot. I think the hardest thing sometimes the Abbasid is just like surviving to this point. Down the middle, we've got a horseman taking some shots on that Khan there. What's going on back at home? It's just that tower continuing. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did he come back and build this dock while under tower pressure? Very clever. Good job, Kasva. If it sounds like I might be rooting for Kasva and the Abbasid player, you might be correct there, because I just started picking up the civilization myself. And Boy, oh boy, have I seen enough Mongolian dominance to last me a lifetime. It's good to see some variety out here on the ladder. I did go through and I did a breakdown of the Vipers Abbasid build on a purely land map on the channel, so go back and watch that. Might be of interest to you if you're picking up Abbasid like myself. And to talk about these two players, like I mentioned, they're both top of the ladder. Two of my favorite players too. DeMuslim is probably one of the streams I maybe watch the most for Age of Empires 4. Just a great channel. I recommend checking it out. I'll leave a link down in the description. And Kasva as well, also a streamer. I've really liked watching Kasva's unique build orders. He's played, if you remember back to that show match versus Marine Lord, he was able to take a win off by walling in his opponent with Delhi. And then here's playing Abbasid, not necessarily the strong meta Civ pick you would maybe see. So just always creative gameplay and always top tier. And meanwhile, there's a big engagement going on here. We've got horsemen on top of archers. This is a really, really good cleanup here for Kasva. This is what you want to get on those archers with the horsemen. And he's got 2 archery ranges, so he's going to continue to pump those out. And now sitting on 2 stables. And also getting... What tech did he get? Nothing yet, but I'm assuming he's going to queue one of those techs up very, very soon. Did all these boats die, or did he garrison them? He must have lost all his boats when I looked away. That tower must have done more damage than we thought. Oh my gosh, look at that. I wonder if DeMuslim even knows this is here. Just doing everything you can to get on this water. And this is something I see a lot of pro gameplay. They just never stop going after water. I wouldn't be surprised if we see, a dock come down here, a dock here. It still very much could happen. See all these villagers coming out. So building towers in the middle, just to get a little bit of map control, get a little bit of line of sight of where his enemy's movements are. Of course, Mongol infantry with the deer stones are very, very fast. You can see they're running. They get plus 15% movement speed. Oh my gosh, but this was denied. And does he have enough archers to take this right now? Yes, I think he does. He'll pick off the spears, and his horsemen should be able to come in and clean this up. And for DeMuslim's spot, he's giving Kasva a lot of room here, because by trickling army numbers in and losing them, Kasva is just slowly building his force up. And, typically Mongols are able to just dominate with having just a huge number with that ×2 production. And right now, DeMuslim's doing a good job, just kind of hanging on there. A nice little counter army with the horsemen and the archers, and pushing DeMuslim back towards his base. Just trying to scan the map. Nothing really going on here in that water. He has invested in some towers. A lot of fishing boats here are idled for DeMuslim? Question mark? Not sure what's going on there. Maybe an oversight. He's just busy. He's busy with what's going on back at his base. Despite having a bunch of archers, they've managed to kill all the horsemen. And, he's still training archers. He has a defender's advantage, right? But I think Kasva's goal here, he just wants to get these towers up, give him that line of sight, to give him, maybe we'll see some arrows that's coming in, to give him some opportunity to just keep the Mongols in their base. See him microing back, just picking off those spearmen. There we go, spearmen going down. But those horsemen, when there's a significant archer mass, they can deal with horsemen, but we got probably more horsemen than he is ready for right now. 1 spearman on the back line. Man, isn't that annoying? That's annoying. It does look like he got both of his ranged upgrades. Nothing new going on there. He is now fishing, building a tower. Dock up here is about maxed out on that water. Okay, but Kasva has pushed Mongols back to their base. So, just continuing to drop these military buildings. So he has 1, 2 archery ranges, 2 stables. He's putting down a market, because I believe he's probably I was wondering if he was buying food or something. I don't know. I would have to watch a little more closely to see what he's doing as far as trading at the market, but this is a good part of the game to fix your macro up with the market. Oh my gosh. Look at this. How many villagers? About 23 villagers coming out for DeMuslim to siege that tower down. And, just like that, DeMuslim has neutralized Kasva's army. He has neutralized a freshly built tower. Those villagers are very angry. They've got their torches. They got their knives. And He might be in a little bit of trouble, but the Stonewall Tower does come in, and that will significantly boost the HP. Unfortunately, I can't click it and show you the stats. I wish that was a feature, but when there's someone garrisoned inside, you're not able to look. But obviously, the Stonewall Tower is holding up a lot better there. You can see here it adds plus 1,000 health and plus 5 fire armor to the outpost. So makes it very, 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 very strong. And not to mention that, you know, he's just slowly picking off units. But this is a lot. I mean, idling 23 villagers. And not only that, oh my gosh, he's killing a ton of villagers. I don't think DeMuslim realizes he's not targeting the archers. He's been targeting the villagers this whole time. DeMuslim has lost a ton of villagers. Sitting on 41 compared to the 52 of Kasva. Continuing to lose villagers here. Archers targeting, tower targeting them. He's letting the archers stay alive. He's just targeting his villagers down. And this might have just been perhaps a costly misplay by DeMuslim. It's great to kill that tower and all. But I don't know if it was important enough to lose that many villagers. And he seemed to have the numbers as far as the army at that time. And I feel like DeMuslim is just going to be able to overwhelm him. Look at the macro of these players, by the way. DeMuslim looked like he was maybe going to age up. But he's got a lot of extra gold, no wood. Kasva's got like 1,000 wood, but 800 stone. You don't really need 800 stone at this moment. He could keep dropping when he reaches the next stage. Is he perhaps aging? He's not. So this is when that market, you know, even at high level, guys, you see, like when you're busy microing, doing stuff, your macro might get a little messed up, and this is when you drop that market and you fix it. There you go. Look at this selling from Kasva. So I think he was buying some wood, perhaps. We still have, we have 1, 2, 3 stables. Not sure when that third stable went down. Maybe it was there all along and I didn't see it. Getting that attack upgrade and 2 archery ranges. Okay, so Kasva looking to be in a really good spot here. I think the biggest, well, let's see what's going on here. So DeMuslim still has a lot of fishing boats for everything. Are those fishing? Are they just standing? I think they're fishing. Yeah, they are. They're not really moving a whole lot there. So this water's been exhausted. That water's not going to last for much longer for Kasva. But, you know, oh my gosh, look at this. The tower creep. You think the Mongols are known for the tower rush. You ain't seen nothing yet. In comes the Abbasid tower rush. He's going to have to keep these villagers alive, though. Those archers will be looking to pick them off. 1 villager going down. If he doesn't see this, he could lose multiple villagers, but I think that tower will get up. DeMuslim reaching the castle age, and the clock is ticking because Kasva's army is very, very angry and barreling down now on his... I mean, if he can make, even start sieging these military production buildings, like, it's just going to make it hard for DeMuslim to catch up to this mass. There are 2 barracks in the back line, certainly going to start spamming out some man-arms. So those could be very effective here in this fight, but we'll see if it's enough. There's a lot of archers. There's a tower, and we are seeing the sieging of all of his buildings. I think he has that improved siege engineering already. It does appear at the blacksmith. I think he does have the improved siege engineering. So he could start building siege units, but he would need the eco for that and need the infantry to build it. And that could prove to be quite difficult. Still, that tower just shooting at that dock back there. Look at the villager count. We've got 55 for Kasva versus the 30 for DeMuslim. I mean, I think the biggest thing I've seen here was the DeMuslim lost a ton of villagers in that fight against that tower. Perhaps it would have been better to pull those villagers back to get more wood, get some food, whatever it might have been. Maybe commit to the second age. But I think Kasva really was convinced on pushing his agenda in the second age. He knew probably, you know, a lot of times Mongol players do like to hit for that castle age timing, and he's been able to deny that quite strongly here by he just hasn't let up on the production. Back at home, let's see what we got going on here. Still 2 archery ranges, 3 stables, and he just had a constant stream of units across the map, spinning that res. And there's no way DeMuslim will be able to come back from this. He's just lost too many villagers at this point. Of course, there's that step right out. He did age up with, which will give him additional gold. But villagers trapped outside of the town center. And Kasva just looking like an Abbasid pro in this game. And look at those pawn battles. It'll be interesting to look at the graph. Actually, I don't think I can look at the graph. But anyways, GG is called. Congratulations to Kasva on this beautiful Abbasid Dynasty win over DeMuslim's Mongols. Hope you enjoyed this casted game. For more Abbasid content, check out the YouTube channel, and I'll be playing them on Twitch as well, learning the civilization over the next few days, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.